Hi, this is Paul Geisler of Team Sente, and this is RC travel and safety for motorcycles. Um, what I can do is I can go through each of the things that we have here. I've got my charger that charges on board while I'm driving, and I'll show you that, how to electrocute and how to, not electrocute you, but how to do this safely. For motorcycle travel, the main thing is that you want to get there safely. So in the case that there is a problem, I'm very comfortable with a one-piece suit. It's Kevlar, it has padding, and when I get to wherever I'm going, I just kind of lay it over the thing. You can actually just make a lock around a zipper, and people aren't really going to steal it because it's kind of size dependent. Underneath, it's a good idea to have this thick mesh fabric. This is Coolmax and from LD Comfort. And what this allows you to do is wet this down when it's really, really hot out, and then it dries and it keeps you cool that way. These are the tights versions. When it gets really cold, you can use a heated jacket, and the heated jacket just plugs in to the bike itself. And so while the bike is generating, it actually keeps you warm. And so you got heat and cool all covered. Really happy with the zip up boots. When you're getting in and out of the one piece suit, the zip up boots is just so much handier than going and zipping things up. I got a lot of storage for all the RC stuff. This is my third version of this. I went down to Silver State a year and a half ago to Vegas and did it, and this is my newest feature, is the electronics. If you want to wear earbuds for sound underneath a helmet, if you get like this do-rag style, this is LD Comfort, and it's purpose built for wicking away water, so I can wet this down at the gas station when I'm fueling up, and it'll keep me cool. But you put your earbuds underneath this, and if your helmet's like really tight around the earbuds, you can pull the foam out of the helmet and either smash the foam in, or you can cut a piece of the foam out so that when you put your helmet on, it doesn't pull the headphones out. One thing about if you're just starting motorcycling, you don't want to be listening to music or being some kind of distracted driving. The better thing to do is play the what if game. You can still put like sound dampeners, earbuds, something for keeping the sound, because the wind is actually very loud when you're riding. But it's really important that you practice scenarios while you're motorcycling. You imagine like a mark on the road being a car or a deer that you have to get out of the way of. And when you're first learning to motorcycling, that's the most important part, is practicing these different maneuvers at speed. You want to always have your two fingers on, this is a street bike, but your front brakes are pretty much everything. And so when I ride, I just leave these fingers all the time there, and I kind of just do my own little ABS thing. So that's the safety. That's the safety stuff. Let's go through how this electronics worked. What I did is, and I got charged it in the LiPo pack. This is just speaker wire, and speaker wire is plenty for 6 amps because it's only 6 amps. Now you're looking at this and you're like, well, this is way tinier than this stuff. What's the deal? This stuff is rated for like 400 amps, which is what your ESC is going to do. So it's way overkill. So at 6 amps, this smaller speaker wire is just fine. And the main thing you'd find out is that if it was heating well. For how that's hooked into the bike, we go over to the seat, pull the seat, and we have a fuse block. And do I have my screwdriver? Don't know if I have my screwdriver. I'm doing this all in one take because I got my trial tomorrow for felony assault on a peace officer, and just in case I'm guilty, I wanted to make sure that I put this video out there so people can be safe and they can ride their motorcycle to safety. Kind of going through, I guess, the storage here. Radio, Spectrums are really good radios for durability. They're actually very user-friendly too. They're owned by Horizon, so that's kind of the one bad thing. I guess they get anyway. KO Propol radio, this breaks down, but this is kind of a softer pack. I got my bits here, and don't. I don't know if I can get enough leverage on this or not. Oh my god, I have my tool pouch right there. This is J Concepts. And it's actually their first one that they sold. I got this at PNB. And so later on this would be rebranded Ryan Mayfield edition. But this one was before the Ryan Mayfield thing. So fuse block, it just plugs right into the battery right there. But it has a tether that goes onto, you put it on license plate light, so that when you turn your bike on, the fuse block turns on. And that way, if you have accessories going in, then you don't lose your battery. And motorcycles are no fun. Trying to start big motorcycles like this, it's really hard to even get them started, like by jump start, and they don't really jump starts because too much weight. So you have your I got my black positive on this side, I got my green negative on this side. Your colors can be different in wiring, so you'll just have to know that. I've got this 10 amp for the charger, and you can see that that's just strung all the way up through there. This fuse block is really handy, as if I want it to actually keep on charging instead of getting cut off by the switch and such, I can move this over to here, and so it would stay charging. But yeah, all my different accessories, USB 2 amps, the different warmers, my HID lights. It's really just handy having it on a fuse block, because as you add accessories into the bike, if a fuse goes out and it's way back here, I have to take apart all the stuff to get to it. As far as storage, you're going to try to maximize your weight down below. This is a Honda NT 700V. It's a touring bike, and then it has the wide panners. As you add weight to a bike, it becomes harder to drive. And while this RC stuff does add a lot of weight, and it is a new experience to drive, it doesn't weigh any more than like a person. And so this bike is rated for 2 people, and that's just something that you have to practice working with. For my RC stuff, I got the blower, got my fuel, and a lot of this RC stuff is pretty standard. Instead of hard packs, I got soft packs because they can mesh into the bike. I got my nitro on the top, and then down below I've got my little e-buggy. Having a nitro and an e-buggy is really the best way to go for radio controlled, because your electric buggy, when you get to the track, is just going to work. You plug that battery in and it's going to run until you kill it. And you got to really beat the hell out of it, but it's only going to get like 10 minutes. The nitro takes a lot more work. It's a higher priced side of the hobby. Lots more maintenance, but you just can keep on driving. Once you get that tuned up, just keep on throwing fuel in it, and the thing just doesn't die. And so the combination of having them is just way better than one or the other. I had my nitro first, and the amount of times that I couldn't get it running, or I forgot something, whatever the situation was, people are waiting for you at the track, and you're sitting there tuning, or having some kind of issues. The nitro just is more work, so that's where the electric is just show up and go. But you're not going to buy 2 hours worth of batteries for this thing. You're not going to sit there and swap out batteries every 10 minutes, whereas the nitro, you just every 8 minutes you're just filling it up. I can't think of anything else. I got an apron on. It's really handy for not getting crap all over you. I've got this tool belt, caliper. Nope, I'm good. Tool belt's really handy, and I just run that through my fanny pack. Fanny pack is super handy on motorcycle because you can actually wear it on the outside of your one piece, and so all your stuff is right at your hips. So make sure you wear gloves. It's more comfortable, and it's a safety thing. There's a good chance that you can end up on the ground, and so you want to have all the good stuff. You hope that you never have to use it, but you want to make sure that you have the good stuff. But that's everything. Go ahead and give me some comments on your questions, and do what I can to answer them. Thanks.